We're rolling?
Yeah.
Sick, sick, sick. Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Michael Ridley. You already know, the Frog Man. He's here. Radio Ridley Radio, episode 45, I believe. God, man, I've been in the house. You know me. Sometimes I just fuck around and get depressed for 72 hours. I don't know what it is. It takes me, on the third day, he rose. I always need like 3 days to fucking, I always need like 3 days to recover, dude. I don't know what the hell happened. I think Vegas, like, serotonin boosted me into depression where I could not produce any natural serotonin points were lacking. I'm going to forward you this email. It's the last.
Send it to the R3.
Yeah. It's the last beat on there. We got an intro song now.
What?
So, he sent me those. Yeah, Tapes Media. He sent me those. I asked for some intro songs, and he sent me those. And I think that last one is a good one. RIM 75 BPM. It's the last one. Can you use a .wav file?
Yeah.
What's a .wav?
It's just a high quality audio file. It's like better than an MP3.
What's WAV stand for? White always venin. Vites are always venin. What does WAV stand for?
I don't know. I've actually never
Google. I never Google that. What does demure mean? What does WAV stand for? Waveform audio file format. Boring. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Michael Ridley. Welcome to another episode of Radio Ridley Radio, everybody's favorite show, everybody's favorite host. I got a little Frogman tune for you to start out. Frogman, take a look at my wife. She rook a right like a you. Frogman, take a look at my wife. She rook a rod like you. People tell me that I don't need to do this part.
That'd be crazy if you heard that Asian.
What if I was? What if I was this? Yeah. What if I was this Asian? What if I was just fucking?
Hello.
I can't even see. I can't even see. I love how people think like having Asian eyes means you're blind. Like I have better vision than most people. And I'm a better driver than most people. I am. I like how you guys can't see this, but off camera, Taylor is like going like this to see if there's. He's like, hold on, what?
Well, you know how when you squint, you can see stuff better, kind of.
No, that's not. Nobody's ever done that. That's not real. Goodness gracious, you guys doing okay? No, like seriously, are you doing okay?
Sounds good to me.
Hell yeah. What do I want to talk about? What is there?
You did mushrooms yesterday.
Yeah, I slept on mushrooms.
Weird.
I took them and then I fell asleep, and I'm kind of pissed. It's just $40. $40 down the drain. Had the craziest crap too. I took a crazy crap.
Sweaty mushroom poop.
Crazy crap, dude. It was a crazy like frog crap. I think I have a video of it.
No.
I think I took a video of it. Yeah, I took a crazy crap. What? No. I think
On the pod?
No, I think these guys deserve to see it. It's a pretty chill video. I think it's in the pod prep. I think I saved it to the pod prep. I don't know if I did or not. But yeah, it was just a video of Frogman doing his thing. Yeah, it's got to be in the pod prep. God, it was so funny. God damn it. No, it's not. It was a video of a frog taking a massive deuce. It was just like a big fat frog taking a shit. And I wanted to show that on the pod, but I didn't save it because I'm a fucking doom-scrolling idiot. I'm a doom-scrolling dumbass. I love to doom scroll, man. That's like my Instagram. I'm thinking about deleting Instagram and only reinstalling it when I need to post something. Because, boy, dude, I put like, if you look at my activity, that shit, dude, every day is about 6 hours.
Just put it on your home screen. Just take it off your home screen.
Take it off my home screen.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, because I do just kind of like, man, yeah, I don't know. I had roast battle at Mothership, and I lost pretty bad, and then that put me in like a depressive, manic state because I got so rusty while I was at Skankfest because I didn't go on stage very much. And right now I'm just like kind of rebuilding my vibes and trying to get my funny back.
Your goof?
Yeah, I'm trying to get my goof back. Like literally it took me, today's the first day I've laughed in like 3 days. That's how bad it is.
That's
yeah.
what the pod's for. The goof.
Yeah. But I'm just like, I want to have good energy, and I know you guys are watching, and I know you guys want to have like a fun time, and I'm gonna try my hardest because I've just kind of been like sealed in crystal for like the last 3 days. I've been like just. I opened my eye like a gargoyle today. I just. I've been encapsulated in crystal for like the last 3 days. I just.
Cryogenically frozen.
I was just Yeah, I was Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining, just
Awesome
just
powers.
fucking dead, just dead as shit. Like, well, I was on there. I'm usually fast and quick and sharp, and like roast battle was just not there. Like it was crazy, dude. I fucking I'm in the fat man of Mothership, and I'm just like fucking. She's got amazing jokes that somebody wrote for her, and I'm just.
Look, I pulled up.
Dude, that was literally me. I've just been fucking Austin Powers in a tube. Just, sometimes, when you do comedy and you have a bad bomb, it makes you want to unalive yourself and hurt yourself. And it's not my opponent's fault. It's all me. Like, literally, it's just like a reflection of my own unpreparedness and ADHD and struggling and not being in the moment. But I was getting pops. And once I realized, like, her jokes were going to be better than mine no matter what. Like, my jokes were good. It's just hers were better, and they wanted to see her win. So they weren't giving me what I wanted. And when I admitted defeat is when the pops started getting bigger. Because it's like at that point, the crowd wanted...
her to beat you up.
Yeah. Like, and I was like, you guys are. She's Jewish. Like, I kept going. She was a Jew. She's a Jew, and I was just like, you guys are you guys simping for the Jews right now? And then if I can,
Yeah.
Oh well, it's whatever.
That's the fun of roast battle.
The fun. Yeah, sometimes they just. That's my whole function of roast battle is they bring me on there to just cruelty-free racism against Asian people. It's so good. I love those guys. Well, it's like I've done like 15 of them, and it's after you hear like the first same 5 jokes every time, and then you're just like, man, it's the same joke. It's just a different version of the last jokes I heard, and she did them so well. And yeah, I've watched her previous battles. She definitely didn't fucking write those. I walked in, I thought I had this shit, dog. I was feeling confident, but yeah, then I bombed my ass off. But congrats to her for winning. That was good. Congrats to you. I'm glad that I could be the vehicle for your success. My failure and humiliation was the vehicle of your success. And I'm such a sore loser when it comes to roast battle because not only did I lose the roast, I also got publicly humiliated racially. Like, it'd be crazy.
At the best comedy club in the world.
At the best comedy club in the world. Yeah, no big deal. Yeah, you're fine. So yeah, I just kind of like, I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at roast battle. I'm mad at me. So I just spent like the last 3 days kind of like contemplating hurting myself and shit. But then, you know what reminded me not to do that? You guys, not my wife, not my not my friends. not it's literally you. Yeah, none of you guys matter. It's you guys. God, what an L your boy took.
All right.
It's like all I can. That's all I could think of. Well, it's fine. It's whatever. Who gives a shit? None of this matters. It really doesn't.
We're just having fun. That's the only thing that matters.
That's the problem. Is like I wasn't having fun, and they could see that I was pissed off, and they could see that I was rusty.
Yeah.
I hadn't been on, dude. Well, here's the thing. She also had the advantage. She had been on stage all weekend. She came here to do roast battle, but then, she was hot. You know what I mean? And my last battle that I was on, like that shit matters if you've been getting up. You know what I mean? My last battle, I did a show and then went to roast battle. I had like 2 other shows the day I had my last roast battle with Mike, so I was already hot and primed. And then Mike Eaton did his roast battle. He won. But he was also like, he'd also been on stage a lot, going up. If you do roast battle, if you're a comic doing roast battle, go get some stage time. I went to I was just trying to, this is a perfect example of poor time management and having too much fun and not really locking in. I just had poor time management and I wasn't getting on stage and I was underprepared. And I could have easily won that battle. or at least could have gotten into like overtime or whatever. But then like, you know, the judges, they start like and then all this was good. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a lot of words for she won. And then that boom, you know what I mean? Like when I started like kind of like taking the L's, whatever. Sometimes, you know, with roast battle, there's got to be a loser. You know what I mean? It doesn't
having
matter.
humility? Is that what that means?
Yeah. I think I was just kind of like, all right, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Like,
you're being a good sport.
I get pussy. I be getting pussy. Yeah, you can fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever.
You know, man versus woman, and I was being misogynist. I was making sexist jokes and stuff, and they just weren't having it. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's totally cool to. You guys are gonna laugh at the Asian stuff, but you won't laugh at any of the woman or Jew shit. All right, cool, sick. You guys are fucking weird as fuck. Fuck all you. Like I literally was saying shit like that. I was like turning on. They turned on me, so I was like, fuck you guys, you fucking assholes. You guys are just racists. None of these are good. You're just racist. Then I started like playing it in my head, like, oh, I should have just been like, hey, so and so, and she would have been what, and I would have been like, fuck you. I wonder how that would have went. Like, well, you don't like that? Oh yeah, racism's cool, but like making this woman think I'm gonna fucking follow her to the airport. Like I was like, oh, I should have probably did like the I'm gonna murder her. Like I should have just like flipped it into one of those. If I just flipped it into who gives a fuck? If I was losing, I was like, damn it, I could have been so much funnier if I, you know what I mean? Because like the more I tried to fight and the more I tried to, it
like
just
quicksand.
Yeah, I just kept fighting, and then I just kept sinking and sinking. So I should have just accepted the fact that I was gonna lose like from the get, and then just made it weird as fuck, and just had fun up there, and fucking just like fuck it, who cares? I'm gonna be funny as hell.
It's all right, dude. We're getting ahead of it right now.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Yeah, we're just getting ahead of it. Yeah, we're just getting ahead of it. You know what I mean? I'm just getting in front of it because I already know it's an L, so it's whatever. I did at the end of the battle, I fucking got her with a. I hit her with the fucking psych, and then when I did, I went like that, and then we hugged after the battle, and I pinched my nose like this. Because I kept saying she had a stinky pussy, and none of that, like, hit. I wrote, like, 3 stinky pussy jokes. Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe they didn't hit.
I can't believe a stinky pussy joke didn't work. It's like, oh, you guys love stinky pussies, I guess. Like, I was like, fuck.
You guys hate Asians and love stinky pussy.
Big stinky pussy crowd. Oh, fucking Christ. I was like, I don't know, man.
It's all right. You'll get the next one.
Yeah. Well, I didn't take any time to like research her or get to know her. I kept like using her. When you do roast battle, you're like trying to research who the fuck you're going up against. It's just so boring. I couldn't figure it out. It's like, what's the angle here? I don't even know. I'm done talking about it.
Yeah, we got some more fan mail from our boy Ben.
What did Ben do?
Ben sent us
What did Mel say?
a number 3. You want to read it?
Yeah, sure. Whoa, it's a paragraph.
Yeah,
Love you, Mels.
Yeah,
Mels be writing them serious, Jones. Hey, somebody's got to. I can't really turn the mic right now.
It's all right.
1 second, guys. Bear with me. Somebody gorilla grip this thing tight. Whoo hoo hoo. Hold on.
Go. Everything is in shambles.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. This place is fucking 70K in debt. It's falling apart.
The number keeps going up. Says, hey, Michael, just finished up the frog episode, and Jesus Christ, I knew you were compromised.
I knew instantly you were compromised. What does that mean?
I don't know.
What was I compromised on?
By the frog? I don't know.
I don't know yet. What was impressive is that every time you started talking about something other than frogs, you always veered back into talking about frogs. Absolutely deranged. I am. I'm fucked. I'm not doing good, bro. I'm not doing good. Like, I'm not even fucking joking right now. Like, I'm not doing good. I need to, and I'm at an impasse, all right? I'm at a fork in the road. And like one fork is go to therapy, and then the other fork is go to Academy Sports and buy a Glock 43. I've been looking, there's something wrong with me because I've just been on gun YouTube. God, I'm like, which one? Oh, I can fit that one in my pocket. I'm like, fucking what? I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want to hurt myself. I just need the gun. I just need it.
Just want to have it.
I just want to have a gun. You know? You're in a tough situation, gun. You know? There's a homeless guy walking up to your car with a machete. Gun. Doom, 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 doom. Is it A, gun, B, gun, C, 2 guns, or D, another gun? Doom, 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 doom. Who wants to be a millionaire? But it's gun. The answer's gun every fucking time. But yeah, I think we're gonna invest in going to therapy. I've been having a hard time, and my wife knows that I want to buy a gun. And she literally came up to me like while I was at my computer. She leaned over and she just chimed in. She was like, "I think we should try therapy first before you buy the gun." And I'm like, you know what? You're right. What was I thinking? Such a wacky guy. Well, I'm just so fucking mentally ill. I am. I'm so incredibly mentally ill. And I think a lot of people have been reaching out to me, and I haven't even put anything out there. I just think cosmically, like, people are reaching out. Like, people that are my friends that don't usually text me or call me are texting me and calling me and sending me memes. And so, like, people are, like, kind of low-key thinking about me because I think there's a fabric of the universe that's, like, there's a thread of me and everyone I'm connected to, and that thread from me is tugging on them. Like, hey, you should probably go hit up Michael Ridley to see how he's doing. You know, and I appreciate all of that, but god damn it, dude, every fucking day I'm like, every fucking day it's like a bottle of Jack and a gun. You know? Just through my fucking teeth, man. I just go get some fucking alcohol and get a gun.
This is the dark Ridley character arc.
I'm a villain now. There's something fucking seriously wrong with me, and I'm not joking. I need help. Like, comment, subscribe. Do something, dude.
Financial help.
Sub to the Patreon. Or sub to the Patreon so I can buy a gun. And then I'm gonna buy 2 guns. 3 guns. What? 4 guns. What? Open up a can of self-defense. What? Texas castle law. What?
All right, Ben Melson's question is really going to piss you off.
All right. Switching gears, I know it's a bit of a serious topic for a comedy podcast, but I want to let you know I've always appreciated your openness in discussing your feelings and past traumas, as well as your struggles with depression and unemployment.
Ben's roasting you right now.
Ben is holding a mirror to the show. It's not always fun talking about that stuff, but I think it's very therapeutic and something many of your viewers or hold on, stop moving the damn thing, Taylor, and something of many of your listeners can probably relate to. Life happens for me personally. I've had a good run of a couple of years, minimal drama or big problems, but for some reason this month out of nowhere it's hit the fan. It can be easy to dwell on all the bad stuff that's happening in our lives. And time after time on your show, you've inspired me to take stock of the good things that are going on as well. I can't thank you enough for reinforcing that perspective. So anyway, that's the question I have for you this month. What are your thoughts on the therapeutic nature of comedy? And can you remember any specific times where comedy has changed your mood or helped you through a tough time? I watched Anthony Papali's sketches yesterday. And guys, he's a very good friend of mine, and he's been on the show before. He makes these funny-ass sketches with Nick Oka, and they're so good. And they make me laugh so hard. And that was like, I was encapsulated in crystals. I was just a giant quartz crystal stuck. And then I watched that fucking video, and it made me laugh so hard. That one, yes. All right, start it over. Turn it down and start it over. Guys, Anthony Papali on Instagram. Anthony Papali and Nick Oka Comedy on Instagram. So funny. We're gonna watch a clip together. The auto muting on Instagram is so annoying. Zuckerberg, fix it.
Going. Got dinner with the wife later.
Give her my love.
Yeah. Wait. What does "give her my love" mean?
It's just a saying. It's an expression, you know? Just like, hey, give her my love.
No, I've never heard "give her my love." I've heard "give her my regards."
It's like the same thing. Give her my regards. Give her my love.
No, that was something different.
No, just give her my fucking love.
Give her my love?
Hey, just give it to her.
What? Are you saying you want to fuck my wife?
Dude, I don't want to fuck your wife. You guys have been married for so long. I respect the boundaries of your marriage. I'm just saying, when you fuck your wife, do it on my behalf.
Yeah, that's
You want
crazy.
me to fuck my wife and say it's from you?
Yeah.
Dude, my friends are so fucking funny, dude.
Talk about knowing how to end a skit. I feel like that's the biggest problem with a lot of skits.
I know, they
Like,
never know when to end it.
Like, why does kids you know
The little
is terrible
Indian, yeah. At the end, so funny, dude. And then the dick grab, oh, give her my love.
worse.
Dude, this is like legit the first time I've like hearty laughed in 72 hours. Let's go back to Ben's email. I want to talk to Ben for a second. What a perfect time to open this
I know,
email
right?
because it's like, oh yeah, maybe this is how the podcast is supposed to go this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, I use psychedelics, to get through all that stuff, and I really do need to get into therapy. I need to talk to somebody about this shit. I need to figure this shit out. I got all this money for shoes and clothes and stuff like that. Like I buy stuff. It makes me feel good for like 3 days, and then and my house is just full of shit. My house is just full of fucking Legos and toys and fucking video games and fucking
Shirts with your face
shirts with my I have 400 shirts with my face on it, and there's fucking woobles. My wife's knitting again, and I love it. But like, my house is just full of stuff that made me happy, and then that's the thing when you have ADHD, you kind of get like a fixture, like you fixate on stuff. Like, I always find like some new autistic thing. Like, for like 6 months, it was butterfly knives. I will just be at my desk, just. It's called a balisong, and it's actually a Filipino style of knife. The butterfly knife is a Filipino invention. So, like, in my DNA, the desire to just with a fucking butterfly knife, just, and I'm like instantly good at it, and I'm like, why am I? And then I start researching it, and I'm like, oh, it's a Filipino thing, and I'm just. Because in movies, it's always like a Mexican guy. He's like, what's up, fucker? What's up, fool? Hey, fucker, you want to play? You want to dance, pussy? No, man, it's, hey, motherfucker, you want to dance, pussy? Huh? You want to dancing with me, huh, bitch? And then for a little bit, another ADHD fixation I had was the Jew harp, which they've relabeled as the jaw harp, and it's like a fucking it's like an Appalachian didgeridoo for your mouth, dude. It's like that little metal thing, it's like a little metal instrument with a springed piece in it. There's like a flat piece of metal that bounces like a spring, and you fucking flick it like this, and it goes. And I'll just sit at my desk for hours and just show them the jaw harp, bro. My YouTube shorts. Frogman, doing the best he can. Frogman, slipping in the quicksand. Yeah, this guy. I was watching this guy for fucking months. And then I went to a bodega on 6th Street, and they had them in the toy aisle for $8. Those things, like a real one, a real Jew harp, goes for like $300, and it's made out of fucking Damascus. Like it's artisan Damascus handcrafted Jew harp. Nah, I'll just take an $8 Chinese metal one, stainless steel Chinese one with lead all over it. I know there was lead all over that thing, dude. I just fucking pressing it in my mouth, pressing it in my lips, just licking that fucking lead clean off that Jew harp, dude. And I was fucking down. So yeah, I was that was one of my. That's how I cure my depression. I just buy something and then I fixate on it for months.
But it's all temporary, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's all temporary. So true change comes from within. I tell my dad this. I've told my dad this so many times.
He goes, what?
What? No, I'm just gonna move again. And I think he gets see. My dad does it too, but he like does it like 10 grand at a time, and he just moves all over the country. He lives there for like 2 weeks, and then he's like, "I'm sad," and I'm like, "Well, at least mine's not as expensive and stupid." You know,
Yours is a slow bleed.
mine's a slower bleed. It's like, oh, new Jordans, nice.
Wonder how long this one will last.
Yeah, and then they sit in my closet, and I want to sell them, but then it's like, who's gonna buy them? You know? Then I end up just giving them to you, Taylor. Taylor just gets an unlimited supply of my hand-me-down shoes when they stop giving me a serotonin boost, and then I get a serotonin boost from giving them to him, and then I see him go, sick, thank you, dude. And I'm like, nice.
Then I like Chinese foot bind myself.
And you're like,
shove my foot in your two sizes.
Taylor wears a fucking size 14. I'm like, here's a 10.5. Put these on. Now I do have some that fit me that are too big for me, and I think low-key would fit you perfectly, and I want to give you those too. Hell yeah. Just from the shadows.
Hell yes.
New Jays.
Hey, keep buying those Jordans, dude.
Yeah.
Keep buying those Jordans.
We're
Give
gonna
that
be
little
so,
serotonin
dude.
boost.
We're gonna be so fresh one day. One day we're gonna, dude.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know.
How fresh are we gonna be?
I don't know, man. I was so depressed. I was so depressed these last 3 days. I had all these car parts sitting in my garage for the Miata, and I just fucking, you know that scene in Edward Scissorhands when they get in that big fight and they like ostracize him from the neighborhood, and he storms off and he just like makes a masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they just shit on him and they paint him as this bad guy, and then he accidentally cuts the kid or whatever, and then they shun him, and he like Naruto runs away from the neighborhood, goes back to the house and like makes that giant fucking ice sculpture. He makes all those ice sculptures and starts.
I don't remember that.
That's crazy, dude. At the end of Edward Scissorhands, like he just like goes like, this world is this. I am too pure for this, world. This world rejects me. I'm not of this world. I need to go back to where I'm from. And he goes back to his house on top of the hill, and he just fucking, and he carves these fucking beautiful ice sculptures, which in turn then makes the whole neighborhood. It starts snowing in the neighborhood because all the ice dust is falling from. He lives on the highest point of the neighborhood. So he makes the whole. Yeah, that was basically me. I got depressed, and I just pulled the fucking. I got all my tools out of the garage and got all my parts and laid them out, and I just fucking. Tink, 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 tink. And I fucking wrenched on my car for like 2 days straight and put coilovers and wheels on my Miata, and now it looks like a completely different car now. Yeah, this is it. The ice dance. This was me. I fucking hold on. Cut to him like in the fucking not Winona. Yeah, right there. Go back 10 seconds. Yeah. I lose roast battle, and then I just rush up, and I'm doing this. This is me on my car. That was just me, just fuck.
That's Chelsea.
Chelsea. Chelsea is my Winona Ryder, bro. She's my Winona Ryder or Diter.
That is you carving the ice sculpture.
Yeah. That was me. Just fucking rejected by the world, made fun of, publicly humiliated in the comedy mothership, and then I just went home and did a bunch of mushrooms and then fucking fixed my car and just turned comedy off of my brain. Sometimes you gotta unplug from this shit, dude. I get burnt out. And I think the going to Skankfest and all that stimulation and shit just burned me out. And I wanted to leave Skankfest early and fly back home, but I gambled all my money away, and I gave Chelsea all my money so that I wouldn't gamble any more of it away, and I put it in an account that I'm not. It's just not on my app. It's our we have an account for auto drafting all our bills. So I was like, here's $2,000. Put this in the account that I can't see. And then I didn't have the guts to tell her that I needed the money to fly back. So I just kind of sat in that van and cooked I cooked myself in a cigarette van for 2 more days. Rode through Flagstaff again. The ride back wasn't that bad, but I just had this eerie feeling that I was probably going to have a bad time at Roast Battle. And I was riding. I took a bunch of fucking edibles, and I wrote a shit ton of jokes and was feeling super good. And
They were good. I read them.
yeah, it's just hers were good. She went first, and that kind of fucking was an upset.
You're low-hanging fruit at a roast battle, I feel.
I really am, yeah. And when you have a bunch of tourists that
Same
are
with
drunk.
Mike, you know?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's just a plain white girl. Like, I always have a hard time making fun of just generic looking white people. Because it's just like, what are you?
Should have made a Drake joke because her name.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't know. I think it's important to have the L's so that the W's taste sweeter, not just with roast.
Yeah,
battle,
just in life.
It gets you back on track.
Cosmically, I was due for a fat beef.
Mm-hmm.
I was due for a fucking, I was due for some Hall of Meat level, I was due for a spill. Mm-hmm. You know, I was been tearing it up, going around, making good progress, hanging out with people, and, you know, crushed my spot at Skankfest, feeling good about that, you know, and just.
It's all right.
It was time. I got a show tonight, though, so.
Hell yeah, where's that?
Shit, I'm gonna go over to East Austin. They do this Asian comedy show there. It's called Yellow Noise. They spelled it wrong. It should be Yarrow Noise.
It's
yeah,
cool. It's a good show. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's a good. Oh, I didn't announce. I knew there was something I forgot to do. I didn't announce the date and time of this episode. How deep are we in here?
32.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
We're getting introspective with it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna let loose on the page. There's something else. We could talk about. You could give me your ideas about what I did this weekend and what you think of these kind of things. I went to ACL. I went to a big mainstream music festival.
Yeah.
What do you think? How do you feel about music festivals? Do you hate music festivals?
I've never been to one. I don't like concerts.
Yeah.
I don't like concerts unless I know at least 3 songs. And I don't like the radio. I don't really listen to music like that. I drive in silence a lot. I've had a rough life. I don't like music. People say you don't like music. That's crazy. Maybe I like silence. Maybe the inside of my head is so loud that I don't have any more bandwidth for any more audio. Maybe when you've seen real shit, maybe when you've had a hard-ass life and real shit's happened to you, maybe silence is golden. Hey. Wasn't that nice? Wasn't that cool? Hold on, wait, give it a second. They say no dead air on a podcast, well, maybe just take a second. Let's just give it a moment of silence for my mental health. Rest in peace. It's the R3 Podcast. Hey guys, do you ever think like, oh, I'm a little mischievous guy. I'm a little trickster. I'm a little goofy guy. I like to mess around. I like to pull little harmless pranks on people. I want to be funny, but I don't think I'm that funny. I would like to purchase something that would make me instantly the funniest guy in the room. Well, you're in luck because my homies over at dicklasers.com have created this amazing little laser pointer that shines the shape of several wieners, and it's so funny. You can shine it on your friends. You can shine it on strangers. Nothing nothing. I feel like there's nothing funnier than walking into a bar and you see a guy chatting up a girl and he's really rizzing her up, and then you're just on the other side of the room, just shining the silhouette of a little wiener on his chest. She notices it, he doesn't, and he's just confidently trying to secure the cooch. And it's possible. That's possible. You can be that little mischievous fucker out in public with a dick laser pointer. They're so fun. Here at Radio Ridley Radio, we are proud to announce being sponsored by these guys. And what I love about Dick Laser so much is that there are multiple cocks to choose from. There are multiple wieners to choose from. You got your standard Jonathan, all right? You've got homie leaning to the left. That's always fun. You got the semi-chub is what I like to call it. Then we got a Skinny Boy Jones over here. Skinny Boy Jones is just, your standard Jonathan, but a little bit skinnier, for those pencil dick boys out there. We got the Chodemeister, personal favorite of mine. Looks just like my penis, by the way. And we got the front-facing Flaccid, which is always fun to shine on somebody's crotch while they're, out in public. Guys, go over to dicklasers.com. Use promo code SWEATY for 10% off at checkout, and that's how you'll know. That's an amazing way to support us over here at R3 is go to dicklasers.com. Go and get you one of these Dick Laser pointers, and make sure you use promo code SWEATY for 10% off at checkout. We love you.
You're listening to the R3 podcast.
That feels good. I don't give a fuck about Dua Lipa. Who else was there?
The new viral girls, Chappell Roan. I don't really know who her is.
Chappelle Roan? I don't give a fuck about Chappelle Roan. Knee deep in the passenger seat and I'm beating my meat. Is it consensual now?
Foster the People.
All the other kids with their pumped up dicks, you better come faster than my penis. Jerking off to gay porn.
Blink was pretty cool.
Blink 182 is good.
They ruled.
I saw Blink 182 15 years ago. It was their first reunion tour after a long time. And it was 2 days after my mom's funeral. We'd bought in the tickets like 3 months before my mom died, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. If there's anything I need right now, is I miss you. The top of my lungs. And I was in the crowd, and they were like, this guy just got back from Afghanistan, and they brought him on stage, and they were like, oh my God, his wife reached out to us. I'm like, my mom fucking died. Can I meet Mark Hoppus? My mom died. Can I take a selfie with Travis Barker on my fucking on my T-Mobile Sidekick? Can I get a 480p selfie photo of me and Travis Barker? My mom fucking died in my arms. What's his name?
Tom DeLonge.
Can I meet Tom DeLonge? My mom died. Yeah, you know what it sounded like? It sounded like this. My mom died. Can I meet Blink 182? Who gives a fuck about Afghanistan? My mom died. And then my life was fucking derailed.
After Blink 182.
Yeah. Why the fuck did my mom die? 31 years old. October 1st marks 15 years since she died. Today's date is October 9th. Every day after October 1st, 2024 is a day that I've existed longer without her than I have with her, and I'm thinking about her a lot. And this happens to me every fucking year. For the last 15 years, every fucking year I fall apart. And I was at Skankfest, and I was having a good time. And at the end of September, I always do it at an event. Like, we used to go to H2OI every year, and that was like a car meet in Maryland where people do donuts and burnouts, and like they bring all these crazy stance cars, like $200,000 Porsches, 1 inch off the fucking ground with like $8,000 wheels, like real cool car guy shit. Fun stuff. You're drinking White Claws. There's a guy doing a burnout in a convertible BMW, and he's shooting a Roman candle. Real fun shit. Police showing up. People getting maced and tased. It's so 4 days straight of just fucking automotive debauchery. So we did that every year, and then my new thing is going to Skankfest at the end of the year. You know, for the last 2 years, I've gone to Skankfest. I'm like, cool, now I got an end of September event. And then I come home from that, and I crash, and I forget that it's my mom's death anniversary. And it's like, bro, I need to go to therapy. This cannot keep happening. So maybe like I mentally, out of trauma, I mentally checked out, and I wasn't prepared for roast battle because I wasn't mentally there, because I'm dealing with this trauma. And it's like, bro, God, when my fucking mom died, they made me go to school the next day. And everybody knew my mom just died, and it was mad embarrassing. Oh, Michael, what are you doing here? I don't know.
All the kids bullying you or like bullying you nicely.
Michael, we're so sorry your mom died. What am I doing? Why did they make me go to school? I tried to explain to them. I was like, guys, I don't think I can go. I'm just sitting in class crying in front of everyone. And they're like, yo, what's wrong with Ridley? Dude, his mom died yesterday. Why is he here? Because I have retarded Filipino family members. They're like, you're still going to school. Just because your mom died doesn't mean you're throwing your future away.
Tita, do you want to be nothing?
Do you want to be nothing? Huh? You're going to school. I don't care your fucking mom died. You're going to school.
She was a bitch anyway. It's like saying mean things.
They're like shitting on her. And yeah. Why did they do that to me? I just was handled like I was raised by incompetent people that didn't know. And then they had they always put so much focus on my brother, because my brother's like autistic, learning disabled. He had more instructions, you know. And I was like seemingly normal, so they were just like, oh, he'll be fine, he'll figure it out. I've always had to bear the weight of that. Like even in my adulthood, I've had to bear the weight of my brother. I take the L for my brother. And now I'm an adult and he's an adult, and my dad, I always take the L. I've always taken the L for my family, and I don't talk to anybody no more. I don't, because I started doing good, and I started taking care of myself, and then I started trying to bring them in, and then they started hurting me again, and I had to cut them off again. And it sucks. I wish I could have a relationship. I wish I could have a normal functioning family. Like we would, me and my wife would go to me and my wife would see her family like every weekend when we lived in Virginia, and I just couldn't grasp it. I was like, why the fuck do you like spending time with your family? It's so fucking weird. Because I'm not a family person. My family's my wife and my dog, and I'm the happiest I've ever been, because now I finally understand what it's. My family is my wife and my dog, and the friends that I have that are truly my friends, that truly care about my well-being, not people that are just, you know, my buddy or whatever, people that I take to dinner. People, if you come to my house and I feed you, you're in a special place in my heart. You're family to me. That's like, that makes me happy. Like knowing that, like, this is the happiest I've ever been in my life. And this is the first time I was talking to my wife's mom. I was talking to my mother-in-law about this. I was like, like, for real, like, this like the first time, like, I felt like genuine love, you know? Like, bro, like, my shit being fucked up, like, and, like, it's so hard, you know? Like, the way I grew up and shit, like, motherfuckers was, like, bullying me, and, like, I was physically and mentally abused for most of my life, and that's why, you know, I used, like, humor and acting out in school as, like, a defense mechanism to kind of hide the feelings I had in, like, my body and shit, and, like, you know, like, my mental health and my predisposition with ADHD and shit, like, bro, like, I'm broken, bro. And the people who raised me did not put enough eggs in that basket. Like, your boy just walking around empty basket and shit, you know? So, like, that shit hurt, you know? This is, like, the first time in my life where I've legitimately felt, like, genuine love from people. And thank God for Austin, Texas, in the city, because I can go out and I can finally do what I'm supposed to do and be rewarded for that. And that's just authentically be myself and be funny. And I get that, like, and that's how I make a living, is being a good husband and being a good comedian is how I survive in this world. I never, I didn't have access to, like, proper mental health care. I didn't have access to proper mental health care, like, in my early 20s, so I would just hop from job to job, and it's been a nightmare. Literally, like, I got out of jail in 2013. I got out of homelessness late 2013. Early 2014, I was, got my first place and shit, and it's just been a fucking nightmare ever since, and this is the first time. The last 2 years is the last time it's, the last 2 years of my life have been the best 2 years of my life. And
on the road to greener pastures, brother.
I think that I choose to keep going because I know it's not over. I believe in equal exchange, cosmic equal exchange, karma and dharma. I believe in what you put in is what you get out. And I've been handed a shitty deck of cards. And I've just been playing the cards and pressing the right buttons. Play the card, press the button. Play the card, press the button. And now I'm in a different realm. This is the best it's ever been. And I manufactured it myself with the people I met along the way and the strikes of luck.
And this is just the beginning.
And literally, my 30s is the beginning of the rest of my life. I'm laying everything that's happened previously to bed permanently. Because it's like I started over, but I still have all the leveling and progress I've made. It's like New Game Plus, it feels like.
Dead Rising.
Yeah, New Game Plus. I carry over everything. You learn from the past mistakes, and then you start fresh, and you're like, oh, yeah, I've been here before. You're supposed to, go to the coffee shop and jump over the banister. There's a katana there. Do that every day. Grab that katana every day. Oh, yeah, don't forget to mix, don't forget to mix the coffee creamer and the orange juice. Get like 3 or 4 of those every day. Start your day with 3 or 4 coffee creamers and orange juice and a katana.
Just shitting your pants while you're hacking up zombies.
Hacking up zombies. That is a crazy combo. How that's like one of their drink mixtures. I've beat it 3 times already. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I could have been preparing for a roast battle. Nah, dude. Dead Rising. 3 days straight, just fucking Dead Rising it up. Video games.
Her.
Yeah, I'm good. I got it in the bag. I'm such a pro. Valuable lesson I learned is never underestimate your opponent. And that's in everything. And I definitely did that.
Well, you learned from it.
Oh, well, you learn. You live and you learn.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. I also am just a mentally unhealthy fucking retard.
Just like Ben Melson reminded us, we always have to be grateful for the good things.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
And thank you. Thanks, Mills. I'm so good at making other people feel good, too. I'm really good at, like, hey, man, look how far you come and all that. I wish I could do that to myself. And I do. I do that. I try, but it just doesn't feel as good. Maybe if it came externally from someone else, which my wife does an amazing job at doing. She goes, honey, you don't go to open mics anymore. You know what I mean? You go comedy, people call you. They want you to come. Taylor does it. Because you guys have the function. The function is like, sometimes you meet people and their function is a certain function, help you keep going or teach you a valuable lesson. As you go on through life, it's like God will give you like a little quest, like a little hint quest. And if you ignore those, you're going to end up in hell. Not like you're going to hell, like you're going to end up in a physical, metaphysical hell. Like you're like, hey, you got to go to work. You got to pay those bills. If you don't pay those bills, what happens? You're homeless. You know what I mean? I wonder how many people just had it perfectly and they just kept ignoring the hints and the nudges and it all just falls apart. You know? And that's what happened to me. I ignored my little hints. Like I'd get a little whisper in my mind like, hey, you should probably do this. And then every time I ignore it, something bad happens. Mm-hmm. So listen to that voice, man. There's something powerful in that natural intuition. If you have a triple digit IQ, you probably have that voice in your head.
Or you listen to it a lot more than your average person.
And I did, and it got me through homelessness. Because it got to a point to where I was like, yo, I'm not a fucking dumbass. Why am I living like a fucking... Why did I let my life go like this? Oh, because I have I'm depressed. My mom died, and I'm depressed, and I have self-destructive behavior because I don't know what it's like to be loved and nurtured and taken care of. I only know pain and punishment and abuse. I only know the punitive transactional aspects of life. I don't know what it's like to be genuinely cared for and loved. So like every and like every job I had in my early 20s was just getting brutally yelled at and not making any money, and it was just like, why is this the way that I make a living?
And then you're like, is this what I have to do for the rest of my life?
Yeah, this is life. And then comedy is what got me through that, because that was where I was allowed to, oh, you're rewarded to act out and have a tantrum and act crazy and be, get it all out, and you know what I mean? And then you're rewarded for that, and people laugh at it, and they laugh, and you make them happy by taking all your pain and turning it into that for them.
You're doing it right now.
Yeah. So like my whole life has been like that. I remember an early memory of, I don't know if I've ever said this on the podcast, but like my parents, I was like 1 or 2 years old. My parents were in our 1-bedroom condo in Washington, D.C. They lived in Northern Virginia. It was 1993, 1994. My parents are fighting in their 1-bedroom condominium. And I walk out in a diaper with sleepies in my eyes. And they're fighting. And I go, hey, guys, can't we all just get along? They stop fighting. They start busting out laughing immediately. Come on now, dude. Come on. It was in the prophecy. It was in the prophecy. Your boy's a healer. Your boy's a druid.
You change into animals.
Huh?
Isn't that what a druid is?
I don't know what a druid is, dude.
Druid is
What's a druid? Google what's a druid.
I don't need to Google it.
Taylor, Google a druid. I don't fucking know what a druid
It's a
is.
sorcerer that turns into animals in D&D.
Ooh. Well, I turn into a frog. A druid was a member of the high-ranking priestly class in ancient Celtic culture. What are druids known
Here,
for?
look at this. This is
What makes a person a druid? A druid is a priest, spiritual practitioner, or a soothsayer. I'm a druid, dude. In Dungeons & Dragons, fantasy role-playing game, a druid is a playable character that uses nature-themed magic and has special abilities to help them in natural settings. Shape-shifting. Druids have the unique ability to turn into various animal forms. Frog. Natural abilities. Druids have other qualities that help them in natural settings. Druids are often portrayed as protectors of the natural world, hunters of evil, and the first line of defense against sleeping evils. Yeah, dude, I'm a druid.
You are.
Frogman druid.
You are totally a druid.
Roll for happiness. I rolled a 2. What was the minimum? 3? Sick.
You got it all out, dude. Don't you feel better now?
I do feel a lot better. I feel incredible. Yeah. That was good.
Before we started this, we were like, we got to change things. We were talking about change. And
Yeah,
how
we
can
were talking
level
about
up,
selling this place. I was like, how are we going to sell this place? It's not even, nobody's buying this old Boost Mobile. Nobody's buying this X Metro PCS. Nobody's buying this.
With Amazon curtains hanging up.
Amazon, how much? We could probably sell this place for like $400K. It's in the hood. If anybody's interested in purchasing a retail space in the ghetto of Austin, Texas, $400K, hit the DMs, Ridley@gmail.com. Send all inquiries to our email. Me and Taylor are selling the studio. OBO or best offer. We'll take $30 and a slice of pizza at this point. This fucking place. Yeah, there's like a dead raccoon in the back room. Me and Taylor we're both like too scared to go in there and clean it up. There's like maggots and shit in it. It smells crazy in here. We're like too scared to clean it up. It's icky.
It's crazy we're even doing this in here.
God. I've been breathing in my mouth. I kind of can taste it.
Roadkill?
Yeah. There's a lot of flies back there, though, so I've been super happy with the amount of flies in the studio lately. Been very pleased with the whoosh. Yeah, I don't know, man. A little recap. I have like no nasty feelings about roast battle. I love doing roast battle.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. It's so fun when you're doing good, but
Just
when you
hurts.
bomb, it hurts. Yeah. But that's, it's just like comedy. Everything that I've liked has always been, I'm not good at team sports. That's why I do a solo podcast. That's why I do comedy. That's why I skateboarded. That's why I liked riding bikes. I like solo activities. I like building Legos. Like everything for me, it's like I'm already dealing with myself, I think. That's why I like solo activities. Like I like one-player games. I fucking struggle with like Call of Duty and Overwatch and stuff. I cannot, and I struggled in like team environments.
Yeah.
Because I am I figure out the most efficient way to do things, and then people won't join me in that, and they're apprehensive because they're like, sounds like more work. And I'm like, no, man, I've literally made all the mistakes, and I wrote the book on how to not fucking suck at this. And if you have any ideas to make it better, please let me know. But if you're going to dismantle it, that makes me angry.
Yeah.
That's why, like...
It's also just, like, taking stuff out of your control, too.
Yeah.
Compared to if you were just going up there by yourself. You're in full control.
Yeah, if you're doing it, yeah. That's why I like travel. I like solo traveling, I learned. Traveling with a group of people is a nightmare. I like solo traveling. Or small group traveling. Like you, me, and Sarah in Portland. Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys flew separately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I just meet you there, that's fine. I like that. Yeah. If we have to go to the airport together and we're on the same flight and I'm ready to go and you're fucking like, where's my toothbrush? Where's my gun? Give me your boarding pass. Daddy's got some extra leg room. You're not coming. Have you seen my shaver? Where's my orbital shaver? Where's my floss picks? I can't buy them at the hotel. We're gonna be late. I can't handle it. Me and my wife have never traveled together. We've never flown together. But she's like that's my bitch. Not like in a nasty sense. Like she's a badass, so I know. Chelsea's like, my wife's the reason why I'm so fucking organized now. She helped learn how to wrangle in my retardation. She's learned. And I saw a clip about panties in the mouth. I saw a panties in the mouth clip, a sister podcast of R3, brother podcast R3. They were dogging the fucking chore board.
The chore board.
They had a clip where they were making fun of they had a
Andy
dishes.
needed a chore.
Andy, my friend Andy, needs a magnet to help him know whether the dishes are clean or dirty. I got that magnet.
I have one too.
Yeah, exactly. I know you got that magnet too. Anyone with a functioning marriage has that fucking magnet. That thing is the backbone of my relationship. That clean or dirty magnet. And I got a chore board. What's wrong with a chore board?
I got them done, don't I?
I got it all done. Well, it helps me plan my day. I was like, knock out these objectives, and then you're free. Nobody will be mad at you. It's like, cool.
Yeah.
Walk the dog. I did so many chores yesterday. I cleaned my whole fucking house yesterday, and that really helped. I've been going to bed early, but then I wake up at like 1 in the morning and I'm like, all right, let me just stay up.
Yeah.
And then I went to bed early again last night. I woke up at 3. So if I keep doing this, rinse and repeat, I'll eventually get to 8 in the morning again. So once I fix that, I think everything's good. And you got to fill out that chore board again.
I like to get high until I start worrying about shit that I have no control over, and then I start cleaning the house. And that makes me feel great.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Ben Melson. Thank you for sending that email, guys. If you guys want to be a part of the show, if you guys want to contribute to the show, check us out. Send us some fan mail at radioridleyradio@gmail.com. You can directly contribute to the show because this show is completely improvised. This show is not planned. Taylor wants me to plan, but I think the dankness is in me just pulling it out. Like learning, and I think that's strengthening me as a comedian. This show has made me a better comedian because I've just learned to open it, and take it out via your mouth. Just let the shit fall out. Make it coherent, make it digestible. And I hope this show is.
I think Frog Nation just wants the realness.
Frog Nation, y'all just want to keep it real.
Sometimes real's funny,
sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not. I'm not gonna hurt myself. I'm just telling you what's in my head.
It's the intrusive thoughts.
It's the intrusive thought. Like, yeah, I do want to go to therapy, but then I do want to get a gun once I'm ready. I want to graduate. Like the gun will be like, when I own a gun, then you're like, oh, yo, Ridley's solid.
Yeah,
I'm not buying a gun. I'm not buying a gun if I'm not buying. I'm not buying a gun until that thought is no longer in my brain. But damn it, we need one. This place is zombie land, man. It's terrifying here. It's a lawless town. I don't want anything to happen to my baby.
I do need to start producing or to start carrying.
Dude, the place is zombie land. It's scary out here, dude. Click, click, boom. So many complications. It's a lawless nation. Strawberry jams, but my Glock don't. I want a fucking bazooka. I want a box of fucking frag grenades. Just an Acme crate with the straw. Yeah, with the hay in it. Just a bunch of loose grenades by the bedside. Honey, you hear that? Yeah, 1 second. Go back to bed. Poof. The door, you see smoke shoot out the door. Poof.
Get down!
Yeah.
Like intruder.
Texas castle law. Frag out! Frag out!
Back to bed.
Frag out! Frag out! Frag out! Frag out! Throw a fucking grenade in the living room, dude. That'll air it out. Huh? Who's there? Huh? It's a fucking guy, just mush. Just a puddle of jam with like a finger.
It's Anakin from that one.
Yeah, it's just fucking Anakin from Star Wars Episode 3. Just, I hate you. I'm like, yeah, I just wanted your TV. I hate you. I'm like, hey, yeah, motherfucker, I work hard for my TV, bitch. You're supposed to bring balance to this apartment, not destroy it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell all your friends about this show. Going to therapy, buying a gun, boarding up my apartment. Going to zombie-proof my apartment.
Selling the studio.
We're selling the studio. I'm a druid. I'm going to transform into a pit bull, and I'm going to start biting people. See the rest of this episode on Patreon. Go over to Patreon. We got 1, 5, 10, 20. Do whatever you want. I'm not the boss of you. But I hope I can heavily influence you to give me your money. I love you. Bye-bye.